If you have symptoms of pain and burning on the soles of your feet, especially in the morning, when you get out of bed due to plantar fasciitis, stay until the end of this video to discover the 5 best options for home treatments and exercises so you can get back to walking without foot pain as quickly as possible. I'm Dr. Kelwin. I'm a physical therapist, and here on this channel I talk about relieving joint pain and the tips you're going to get to treat plantar fasciitis. I share all of them, even with my own patients. Besides that, I've had plantar fasciitis myself. I had a heel spur, and I cured my foot pain with all these tips. So stay until the end of this video to find out how I also got rid of plantar fasciitis. But before I show you these tips and exercises to cure plantar fasciitis, I'm going to give you a quick anatomy lesson so you can understand how this problem happens. This elastic bandage I put here on my foot represents the plantar fascia. It covers everything from the heel to the toes, and people with plantar fasciitis usually feel pain and burning sensations in their feet, right at this point of the fascia, because of inflammation. Some people tend to focus only on this small part of the fascia when treating plantar fasciitis, but actually, this fascia you're seeing here is much longer. Yes, this fascia also covers the heel, the Achilles tendon, your calf, the back of your thigh, and goes all the way up to the back of your skull. We call this entire path the posterior myofascial chain. So, to treat plantar fasciitis, I don't just think about the plantar fascia that's in the foot. I think about this entire chain I just showed you. Keep this information in mind. Joint pain isn't just about a single joint. Everything in our body is connected. When you sleep or spend some time lying down, your calf, what happens to it? It shortens, and your foot. It stays like this in plantar flexion, along with the fascia you have under your foot. It starts to heal overnight in this position here. And if you get out of bed after 8 hours in this position and step directly onto the floor, all that healing, it will tear with all the weight of your body pressing down on that fascia. And then you'll feel that indescribable pain when you step on the floor. This doesn't happen. The first exercises I'm going to show you, they should be done in your bed before you get up in the morning. The first exercise for treating plantar fasciitis is very easy. You're simply going to work on your foot's mobility. For this, before getting out of bed in the morning, cross one leg over the other. And make this movement here, pointing your toes as if you were pressing down on a car's gas pedal for 10 repetitions. The next step is to stretch the plantar fascia by pulling your toes back. Hold this position, keeping the stretch for 40 seconds. Lastly, you should grab a rope or a belt you have at home and stretch that entire back line I mentioned to you. You should fasten that rope or belt around your feet, lifting your heel toward the ceiling and your big toe toward the tip of your nose. This stretch can be done in 3 sets of 40 seconds for each leg. The video about plantar fasciitis treatment was inspired by these comments you see on the screen. Leave a comment right now on this video about plantar fasciitis as well, because I read all your comments with a lot of care, and besides that, your comment with your question could become a future video, just like this one you're watching now, and you have a great chance of appearing here on the channel. Also, leave a like to support the video. Subscribe to the channel because that really helps me keep doing my work here on YouTube, helping people like you. If you have plantar fasciitis, your plantar fascia down at the bottom of your feet, it's going to be stiffer, more tense. And what we're going to do now is a myofascial release. We're going to do some techniques, and I'm going to teach you how, so you can make your plantar fascia softer and more relaxed. For that, you'll need 2 things that you have a cream and a spoon at home. And after doing this technique, you'll feel lighter in your feet, so you can walk without pain. Here, I grabbed an arnica cream that I have at home, which has analgesic and anti-inflammatory components. I spread this cream over my foot. Doctor, I don't have arnica. If you don't have arnica, you can use any cream you have at home. Now I take this spoon and, using both hands, I do the release of the myofascial tissue, pushing the spoon from the heel all the way to the toes, following the direction of the plantar fascia. So you're doing this myofascial release, relieving plantar fasciitis. Anyone with fasciitis will feel some stiffness, several little lumps along the way. It's normal to feel this pain, and here I apply a bit more arnica. And I do this release technique again, performing the myofascial release of the plantar fascia for 5 minutes. Another really interesting component is to do a myofascial release of the entire calf. As I already mentioned, the calf is also protected by a fascia, and this calf fascia goes all the way to the Achilles tendon, ending at the plantar fascia under the foot. It's not exactly the same fascia, but the two are interconnected. Tension in the calf can end up causing pain down in the foot. For this, I take my cream again and apply it to the calf. I go down with the spoon, gliding it from its origin. So I gently glide the spoon over my calf. using this spoon all the way down as well for 5 minutes. Wonderful. I do this on the inside part of the calf, on the back part, and also on the side. This will also really help with your plantar fasciitis. A second option is to do myofascial release with a small ball. For that, you can grab any ball you have at home and now step on it. So you simply let your body weight fall onto the ball, counting 5 seconds as you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another 5 seconds on the way back. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do this back and forth motion for 10 repetitions, 15 repetitions. The important thing is that you feel your foot getting more relaxed and that the pain from plantar fasciitis decreases with this exercise. After releasing the calf and the plantar fascia, it's important to stretch these structures once again, but this time standing up. For this, stand facing a wall you have at home, placing one foot in front and the other behind. The front knee should be bent while the back knee should be fully extended. By doing this, you'll already start to feel your calf stretching more. Pay attention to the tips of your feet. They should be pointing forward, not to the sides. And besides that, you can't lift your heels off the ground. Hold this position for at least 60 seconds. In this exercise, you're stretching the gastrocnemius muscles. But now I'm going to teach you how to stretch a different muscle, the soleus, which is also part of the calf. For this, still without lifting your heels off the ground, you're going to bend your back knee, stretching. Now your soleus muscle. Hold this position for 60 seconds as well. Another crucial component in treating plantar fasciitis is to apply ice packs. To do this, freeze a small water bottle, and once the water turns to ice, you'll take it, sit down on a chair or sofa, place a towel spread out in front of you, with the bottle on top of that towel. Now, with your foot on top of the bottle, you're going to roll it back and forth. Count 5 seconds as you roll it forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're going to bring your foot back, sliding it over the bottle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to do this back and forth motion for 5 minutes. After that, you'll cover the bottle with a layer of towel. And then you'll do another 15 minutes of compress, leaving your foot resting on top of the bottle with the towel. Now you might be asking yourself, doctor, how many times a day should I do this? If you have more time, do it about 3 times a day, up to 5 at most. Don't leave your foot freezing all the time, and each application should be 15 minutes. If you're like me and very busy, working all day long, and you can't always stop to do it 3 to 5 times a day. I used to do this compress just once, and even doing it once already helped me a lot. It's a mistake that many people make when trying to relieve the symptoms of plantar fasciitis, and instead of using a cold compress, which is what should be done, they use a hot compress. The hot compress. It doesn't work, it doesn't help, instead it only makes things worse. Even though it gives a brief feeling of relaxation in your feet, it will only make the plantar fasciitis worse. Anything that ends with itis means inflammation. Plantar fasciitis is an inflammation of the plantar fascia, and one of the classic signs of inflammation is an increase in the average temperature and a rise in temperature in that area. So that spot is already warmer. If I apply a hot compress where there's already heat, what I'm really doing is just adding fuel to the fire. I'm going to make the problem worse, and that's going to cause more pain in your foot. So for plantar fasciitis, I'm going to put out that fire by applying ice. And that's what will make the inflammation diminish. And my final tip for you is this: be careful with your shoes. There are certain shoes that can help improve plantar fasciitis, which I actually prescribe to my patients when treating this problem. But there are also shoes that can make plantar fasciitis worse and can make everything worse. You might not realize it, but those flip-flops you have at home, the ones you think are harmless, often, they could actually be making your pain worse and aggravating your plantar fasciitis. That's why I made a video where I first explained which shoes are bad for plantar fasciitis, so you shouldn't wear them while you're undergoing treatment. Just like I reveal which shoes are good for plantar fasciitis, the ones that help relieve foot pain and that I even prescribe to my patients and use myself to treat my own plantar fasciitis. If you want to know which shoes these are, I made a video with a lot of care where I reveal all of these shoes to you. I guarantee that this video will surprise you and help you a lot. Click on this video here and I'll see you there.